Hi guys, I'm back with the Verkerk Volvo, the next step, and we're moving on to the airbags, which is this revised sheet. And we discovered last time doing the first set of airbags that 5A was in fact 12A. So now that we're at the stage 12A, we are going to be following the build method for 5A. It's not as confusing as it seems. In the original manual, you can see like they originally wanted to design it with a spring, so all this clamps together with the nuts and screws, and that way you end up with your little spring in the middle and you would have a working airbag. But due to them not having the time to design the airbags as they originally planned, as in the manual, they sent out some other little parts so we can then do it this way but without the spring. Now the only downside to this is the airbags aren't like an effective working airbag, if you will, but they still look good. So yeah, like I say, we're going to flip these around, and 5A is in fact this 12A. So pretty much like we did in the last airbag video, but as you can see there is an extra little piece in there for that one. So apart from that, it is exactly the same. So I'll just go over and I'll do one airbag, and then you get the idea of, because the second one's constructed the same. So I'll go over and show you one airbag, like constructing the one airbag, because there's two to do, but once you've done one, you've done them both basically. So yeah, 5A. There's actually 12A in the manual, but 5A on the correction update. So I've already got like the bits for this step, the prop shaft and the little grub screw, and the E-clip is for the next step. So first thing is the airbags, and this time we're using the taller airbags. That little dust off. And the other ones were a bit more compact, so I'll just get these out ready. So I've just laid these out in the order that they would be built up. It shows it that way, but that way, whichever. Using the new parts, which will sit in the airbag, and then these will glue to the new parts rather than them being screwed up to the old parts which don't fit and have the spring. And again, a little bit of glue. So again, it's a nice simple one. I've cleaned up a lot of the parts now and just trimmed them up. So first thing first is one of those is going to want gluing onto the top of there. Well, they're both going to want gluing. I tell you what, we'll do the airbags together. That'll be easier. So airbag one, just going to want some glue around this lip, because this is going to stick onto there like so. Now that has give you a lip, once that sets, to sit within the airbag. Right, so I'm just going to clamp these up and give them a couple of minutes, and then we can continue bit by bit. Right, so the glue's set on those two, and then all you want to do, as with the first, you're just going to sit these airbags over those, like so. and then a little bit more glue, and we're just going to glue these onto there. Now these are the bits that you would use to rotate and adjust. If you remember in the other airbags, I was going to leave those until they were going on. I didn't think they'd rotate, but when they're glued up to there, to these bits, they just sit under that lip and they do actually rotate around the top of the airbag. So we know we're good to go in that respect. Again, ooh, that come out a bit sharpish. So again, I'm just going to clamp them, and then we can come back, fit them into there, and then we can pop the prop shaft on. So that's it for, no, that's not it for the glue for now. We need to stick the airbags on, so I'll keep that to hand. Right, I'm just going to leave those a moment. Right, so don't need the clamps, just had time to make a cup of coffee while they're dry. And you guys don't get to make a brew while I do this, because I'm going to edit it. So you don't have time for a brew, but I do. So next bit is literally just taking them, and we're going to fold them under there like so. Rotate them around a bit. See? They rotate. That's a good thing. So just pop one side in, and then put a little bit of pressure down, and then just work that around until it all pops in. There we go. And that, guys, is the 2 airbags for the rear of the truck. So what we're going to need now is 1 rear axle. I absolutely love the scale detailing on this axle alone. I've not even got anywhere else through the truck yet, and I'm pretty like wowzed with this. So if you look on the bottom of the airbag, we are going to have to glue them onto there. They don't just go on any way around. There is like, looks like a keyhole, if you will. You've got the round bit on the top and then a square little bit, and the same on there. It's round with the little pip, so it can only sit on there one way, but you know, you might end up just gluing it sat on top. And I want to take the glue again. One airbag, 2 airbag, and then like I say, these will just rotate within the bag as to where they'll line up on the chassis. So we'll just let the glue settle within there for now, and then we can come back and pop the prop shaft onto here, or half of the shaft. Now for the prop shaft, I need a bearing, a shaft, and this little grub screw, and the E-clip which I've got. It's not showing any thread lock for the little grub screw, however it's going into a rotating part and it's in metal, so I am going to Loctite that in there. Here one of these half bearings, it'll be the only one left in the bag, and keeping the like bigger lip to the outside. I'm just going to pop that within there for the moment. And you want to take the longer half of the prop shaft, one with the hole in, like the female has to say. I'm not sure what this is made of. But it feels very strong. So now we've got the bearing in there. The next is this little E-clip. And for you who've seen me dealing with E-clips in the past, you'll know that I absolutely despise them. And this is where the length in the video can get its minutes up now, trying to do this. Yeah. Yes! Didn't fly across the room. Then you want to take the female half of the prop shaft, slot that over there. You can't really go wrong again, it's kind of like half mooned. Slot that onto there like so. And then the tiny little grub screw, a little bit of Loctite. Just clean off that excess. And that, guys, is step 12A and 12B. I just want to, there we go. So we've got reverse, forwards. So now we've got that phase out the way, we are now onto the chassis part and the actual construction of the chassis. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the detailing on it all. It was only this morning I was driving behind a tipper on the way to the gym, and I'd actually noticed like that bar under the back of the diff housing on the tipper truck. It just made me realise just how scale this axle is. So well, there it is, guys. That's the next bit done, and then we'll come back and take a look and start the chassis in steps 13 and 14 and so on. So I hope you like the video, and I hope you're finding it of use, or some of you are finding it of use, or some of you just might like watching people build stuff and watching things grow like I do. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and do feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I shall catch you guys in the next video. Ciao for now, guys. Hello, babe.